a few days after I was here last, but I'm back at Velofix. Anthony's just getting ready. We've now got tyres and a bottom bracket, and we're basically going to finish the build, and it should be pretty fuss-free. Anthony's just been talking about a Zero Creaks bottom bracket, which has been provided by Cervélo. That's the bike.
So these styles of bottom brackets, they're threaded bottom brackets in that they thread together and bring the two bearings so they're perfectly aligned with one another. So when you install the cranks, you have perfect alignment.
Cheers.
Ready, set, go. This is dub.
Yeah, alright.
This is all SRAM. It's all SRAM. Oh yeah.
Doing stuff like that.
This has been created because people don't know how to set up SRAM front derailleurs.
Is it complicated?
No, it's really, really easy. But the thing people need to work out is SRAM is not Shimano or Campagnolo. So they all set up the way that they're meant to be set up. So to the right height, to the right angle, and then we put this in, and that's bang on exactly where it needs to be.
But you did it with an eye.
Yeah, I did it without needing a tool.
Because you know this stuff.
Because it's not rocket science, yeah.
Because you thought about it.
No, because I learnt how to do it without guessing how to do it. Yeah, pretty much. These are now specific wide wedges for the wide frame. There's nothing outrageously different. Bottom bracket width changes a little bit, so therefore you just got to get the right bottom bracket to suit the cranks that you're using, and then using the correct spaces for the derailleur. That's about it. With all SRAM access derailleurs, you get 3 wedges. With this wedge system and derailleur onto the Cervélo here, the angles don't match. It's one of the first bikes I've had where it hasn't matched, so we need to get a little bit creative. So on this one, when I had the derailleur on, I've already put it on, torqued it up, placed it, but fitting a wedge in, I've had to modify the wedge, basically filing it down at this point until it fitted properly. Then also with this frame, you can't install the wedge while the derailleur is on the bike. So we need to install it while it's off the bike, then we can reinstall the derailleur. I always question myself when we have to take off more than, say, 3 links. In this case, we're taking 4 or 5. I'll work this out and then we'll trim it to suit. That seems like a lot, but we've got very, very small ratios, very large cassette that we've got going on here. We've got a chain length right. This is roughly where we're going to be. if you put these into the wrong spot, that fits, that doesn't fit. So you have to have them onto the right teeth. Okay. That's all aligned on both sides. Yep. A little bit of, it's got to move a fair amount for that to touch.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Now, let's get the brakes done. You watched me do the rear brake, done the front brake off camera. They actually came up really nicely. The surface where the caliper actually sits is nice and square, so we don't need to do any facing, which is great. And with the SRAM calipers, the two-piece calipers, they open up nice and wide, plenty of space, and there's a lot of room for the disc to run through the pack. Fantastic. The wrong one.